You only treat diseases. You don't treat death. When death comes calling, nothing that you can do. But it is all the same very painful to lose a dear one.
When great men die, they leave behind more than memories. They leave lessons. Today, Kenya is not just mourning the passing of RAILA Amolo Odinga. We are reflecting on what his life and his journey truly meant to us as a nation. For over 5 decades, RAILA stood on the front lines of Kenya's fight for democracy. He was arrested, beaten, exiled, and silenced.
When I was arrested, I was first charged with treason. And I spent 6 months in committee in a remand prison, coming to the court every 2 weeks for the mention. But after those 6 months, eventually the state realized they did not have evidence against me. So they entered a nolle prosequi. When they entered a nolle prosequi, then decided to detain me. We were released in the court, taken down to the cells, released, and then when we came out and at the gate there, we were rearrested. And then taken to Langata police station, kept there the whole night. Around midnight, we were brought to Nairobi area police station, where we were served with the detention orders, then transferred back to committee, this time in a different block. So that's now started my detention career.
Yet he never stopped believing in this country.
I got an information that they were looking for me. They attacked me in front of my house.
He could have chosen comfort, but he chose conviction. He could have stayed silent, but he spoke truth to power, even when his voice trembled.
We were in a very serious situation sometime last year. Everybody knows where we were. There was a possibility of Kenya degenerating into a failed state. People who do not understand history.
RAILA believed that Kenya belonged to all of us, not just the powerful, not just the privileged. Many disagreed with his politics, but none could question his courage. He was a man who lost elections, but never lost faith.
I've already said, because they say that I've lost elections 5 times. I said I've contested 5 times. I lost once in 1997, and I accepted that I lost, and I congratulated the one who had won those elections, the late President Moi. And since that time, I've not lost an election, and Kenyans know it.
He stumbled, yet never surrendered. And even when power slipped through his hands, he never let bitterness take hold of his heart. To RAILA, leadership was never about holding the highest office. It was about standing up for what is right, even when it costs you everything. He showed us that greatness is not measured by titles, but by the lives you touch and the dreams you ignite. His final lesson to us was simple. Unity is greater than power. Peace is more precious than pride. And Kenya, our beloved home, must always come before personal ambition. As the nation mourns, let us also remember what he stood for: justice without fear, freedom without favoritism, and hope that never fades. Because RAILA's life was not just about politics, it was about purpose, it was about service, it was about believing that one man with faith and courage can change a nation.
I bear scars of liberation with pride and embrace the blood, sweat and tears they cost me. By the way, the tears from the torture chambers are still running, as you can tell from the handkerchief that never leaves my hand.
So today, as we bid farewell to Baba, let us not only mourn, let us continue his mission. Let us speak the truth, build bridges, and protect peace. That is what he would have wanted. Thank you, Baba. You fought your race. You finished your course, and you kept the faith. You may be gone from our sight, but never from our hearts. RAILA Amolo Odinga, a fighter, a father, a flame that will never die.